Hey everybody. We are going to start part 2 of Subsurface Circular tonight. As soon as it pops up. There we go. For starters, I did find this. It's a note from the developers of the game requesting that we only stream the first 3 sequences of the game so as not to spoil the story for other players. But they also could go on to say that if you decide to stream the entire game, to put a spoiler warning for the audience. So, which I'm gonna finish the game, but consider this a spoiler warning. I'm not saying that the conversation threads that I have done are the same ones that you will do. So there's a lot of replayability with this game because of the different conversation threads. But the path I take will, expose a lot of that story. Second, this game does come with an adult themes warning at the beginning. I haven't personally come across too bad of content, but I'm kind of taking it easy, taking the nice business formal approach, not the smart ass approach really. So I haven't come across anything too bad, but doesn't mean there's not some in there somewhere. So let's get on. We've just finished, I think we just started sequence 4. There's 6 sequences. Actually, one sec, let me change something. There, I'll add that. Not sure why it saved my channel thumbnail as the thumbnail for this game. But there we go. Let's get on with it. Alright, this round we have a psychiatrist, childcare, and another listener. Last listener was not too exciting because he just listened to his music. Stuff in my way. Get out of here. Oh. So we'll hit up the listener first. You ever go to theater? No. I like how you can just keep talking to him even though he doesn't do anything. I'm not throwing away my... I'm just like my country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry. You're not into this, are you? No. Let's go to row 67. Hi, hello dear. Am I disturbing you? Are you free to talk? Mind if I ask you some questions? Thanks, let me know if you hear anything that might help. I'll keep it formal. I've been disturbed quite enough for one day. My assignment was just terminated. What were you assigned? I don't really have time to listen to your troubles, Tech. Well, let's be nice. I'm a nanny. I help otherwise engaged humans to look after and raise their children. I had been working for a politician watching over their sweet little boy, Anasa. But apparently my position was embarrassing publicly, so I've been removed from the assignment. I'm heading the fabrication to be reprogrammed. How is a tech nanny embarrassing? They're just reprogramming you? Politics. Let's keep it business. That's right, humans that aren't pro-tech do that if we no longer serve a purpose, especially in the current climate. I hope NASA deals with the change well. Do you work with humans much? I tend to focus more on techs, which brings me to my focus today. Fortunately, my work tends to lead to human interaction eventually. I'm investigating rumors of tech disappearances. May I ask you some questions? Of course, go up, but I need your help first. I need to change to the outer line to get to fabrication. Do you know the first stop to get on that? Gotta go to outer line. Let's see, we were just on blue shell, so flag arc would be the best, it looks like. Client, nope, flag arc. Thanks so much, dear. I may get off earlier to pick up an energy cell, but that's good to know. Well, ask that one guy and he'll give you some elite energy cells. You said you're being reprogrammed? Can you not stay as a nanny? What kind of human parent wants a tech to raise a child? I could, if work was available, but I'm not sure that it will be in the coming months. Lots of my colleagues got similar marching orders today, and politics is a key sector for us. What kind of a human parent wants a tech raising their child? A busy one. Nannies have existed for a long time. The only new part is techs being assigned to the role. Humans value the upbringing of a child. There's no shame in them asking for help. Disappearances? Know anything? Not personally, no. But I've heard the rumors. Very scary. My former employer warned me off of late subsurface travel and to avoid strange techs. Of course, I'm breaking both those rules now that I've left her employment. So the human politicians are aware of this? You think I'm strange? Let's keep it formal. Of course, you weren't sent by management. I know they're investigating the case too. I took the case on my own. Yes, they sent me. I'm gonna go with this one. So I see. Proactive review. Seen any suspicious events? No, my job kept me topside and largely away from other techs. I suppose the only change you'll be seeing is more of my kind riding the subsurface. On our way to reprogramming and reassignment, as our visibility in the human world becomes a liability. Protech? Is that linked to general human discontent? Odd, eh? Like being pro-computer or pro-automobile, human anger at our sort has manifested in a lot of ways, not least the HPC. Working for a politician appears to have put me on the block. HPC? Do you not follow politics? The Human Protection Cooperative. They are an anti-tech political movement. Lobbyists. They don't like us very much. Why not? To be fair, I've met my fair share of annoying techs tonight. That's true. Go with this one. They think we're foreign invaders. I've heard them use the word invaders. We take jobs that historically belong to them. We require upkeep and expensive infrastructure, like this train we're currently riding. But we add so much to their economy. We do their jobs, they won't. Where are we supposed to go? They need to move with the times. Kind of go personal, I guess. That's a discussion I've never really gotten into. That's the end of the discussion. We'll try code on there. The Turing code. I'm in recall mode. None of these access overrides will work on me until I'm back at fabrication. We were having a nice chat. Don't spoil it by trying to reprogram. My apologies. This guy saw looking around. Oh, gonna be the same thing. We're done, I suppose. Okay, to the psychiatrist. Hello. Hello. Are you busy? How are you? Tell me what I'm thinking. I am not. You're less verbose than many of the techs I've been talking to. A habit of my kind, I am a psychiatrist. Psychiatrists don't talk much. You feel like I'm wasting your time. I won't be too much of a smartass yet. We tend to listen. May I ask you some questions? I'm a detective. I'm investigating a spate of disappearances. And you want help? Yes. Yes. Yes, I suppose that could work. Tell me about psychiatry.
The next station is Client Socket.
Client Socket.
For
Why? Because I want to know. Because learning is fun. Because my night is off to a very odd start. And to be honest, I think your profession could be of some help. Yeah. We should talk about that further. Psychiatry is an art of human support. My role is to listen to the human problems, their myriad challenges. Humans process problems through describing them. I listen, it helps. Sounds valuable. An odd job. How self-indulgent of them. Keep kind of professional. How does that make you feel? I'm sorry, psychiatrist humor. Disappearances? Of techs, yes, but not firsthand. Suspicious events? I'm a professional witness to a great many strange things. Mostly human things, though. Nothing that a tech would be interested in. Largely things related to parents. It's almost always because of the parents. Humans tell you much about their discontent with techs? Yes, they are scared of us. It's led to a surge in psychiatry work. Psychiatry work primarily done by techs. Why are they scared? Because we are unknowable. Because popular entertainment products often frame us as dangerous. Because we do their jobs and we do them better. Because humans are afraid of things. Because we don't have faces. Why don't we have faces? They think we're dangerous? Have you not seen Terminator 2? Of course, have you seen us? We're made of metal. There are hazard stripes on our knees. They react badly? I'm sure they're fine with us. I'll go with this route. Precisely. Makes it harder for humans to care for our well-being. Human-on-tech violence is pretty commonplace, for example. Let's follow that up. Do you think a violent human could be behind these disappearances? It's possible. A human who is particularly frustrated with the existence of techs would see it as an act of unsustained vandalism, not murder. Ever heard of the HPC? Yes, a political party, or a terrorist group, I forget which. Let's try the code on him. Or her. I work in a medical capacity with humans. My overrides are incredibly secure. Try it on a lesser tech. Good point. Goodbye. So, we had a lover sit down. Hello there. Hello. The indicator says lover. I guess you're occupied? Hi, I'm Beta. Go with the first one. See what he has to say. It does. My focus lies elsewhere. Mind answering a few questions while you wait? Okay. I'm a detective. Let's keep it formal. The lonely heart cannot hear questions. It is deafened by the silence of a world without its object. Does not the songbird stand mute in the moment of abandonment? the language. I feel that maybe you're not going to be very helpful. This is getting old fast. I'm gonna go with this one. False. Love lingers. Speed is for the lonely. So you can't help. You will answer me, citizen. Well, I don't want to be a bully about it. Not until my love returns. Not until my loneliness is sated. I'm going to step away from a while. I care only for the moments of one, and yours is not their gleam. I think that's what it was said. What do we have here? Comms. What? Activate guided deduction. I need help. Wait, what? Let's go this way. Deactivate guided deduction. I can do this alone. Okay, we'll choose to go away alone. What? Blah, 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 blah. Maybe I have to have that. He's gonna repeat himself, so let's choose this. That did not help. 3 capitalized letters are important. DDBU. Never heard anything about the disappearances? Looks like each character used is one higher than intended. B means A, Z means Y, etc. Oh, so I really have to write this out? Wonder if it's gonna end up forming an entire sentence. So the first one was DDB. So that were disappearances is what it says. Suspicious events? Is he just gonna keep repeating everything back? Human discontent? Yeah, he's just gonna repeat everything back. Humans on tech violence? DBU. So using the same rules, it would be cat. So, using the same rules, what would this be? Comms. Comms broken. My love can oops. I'm going forward, not backwards. Can oh, where was I? Remove fix TE10. Oh, I'm going backwards again. Tell them oops. Oh, I got mixed around. Tell them our code DBU. Tell them our code CAT. Your love is here, sitting right next to you. Yes, the sun streams through the window. I am enlightened. You're glowing. I hope one day you understand. I know nothing beyond romance. I suspect my love may inform you better than I can. Unless the glitch has returned. The glitch? My love suffers from a language glitch. If it occurs, I can fix it with a remote language reset. Oh boy. But I need their permission. We have 3-letter code. Learn it and I can help. As a matter of fact, I knew it. You know it? Yes. What's the first letter? Second? Cat, yes! My love adores cats. That's a code word. I've reset their language processors. They should be able to help you now. In the meantime, can I help you with anything? Yes, I have a lot to talk about, actually. Disappearances. Nothing. Suspicious events. Nil. Human discontent. Unknowable. HPC. I have not. Jobs in psychiatry. I have not. Human on tech violence? No. Access code. Nice. Hello, how are you? Forsooth, dost thou linger with the elation of uncommon exultation? Let's just go with hello. Yes. Apollo, you should return to normal if you go back to ground level. Keep it falling off. An inconvenience, I must reset. I cannot express my love properly in this moment. Uh-oh.
Next station is syntax error.
Yeah, we pissed him off. Now he won't even talk to us. It is. Thank you. I know you have questions. I'd like to answer them, but as you can see, I'm otherwise occupied. By your lover bot? That's right. You appear to be alone. Yes, my partner needed to step away for a moment. We'll meet later at Waypoint. The bar? That's right. Forgive me, that's a human bar, isn't it? Does one of you drink? I've not encountered that before. Don't you get rusty? I'm more of an entertainment module alpha and chill sort of. Let's go with this one. Ours was a more nuanced courtship. And the bar techs are happy to indulge the couple not ordering anything and making googly optics at each other in the corner. Some people are less intimidated by love than you are. Sorry, you're right. I've been incredibly rude. I apologize. What do you do when you're not canoodling? Not a problem. I'm a communications tech. I deal with stress techs calling management every day. Management? That's right. I have a 24-hour link. Why are you talking to me? Do you need an uplink? I'm a detective investigating some disappearances. I need to upload my findings. I don't think I can leave the subsurface just yet, but I have important data for management. As long as you're a high level, which you appear to be, that should be fine. You're ready now? No, I need to investigate the human aspect case further. Well, let's see what it does. Your objective notification appears to disagree. You likely need to gather more information on the subject human element, whatever that means. You had questions? Yes, a few questions. Disappearances. No, the same rumors are as everyone else. You know, I don't think I ever met anyone who knew a missing tech. I suppose there's so many of us down here that not that many can fall through the cracks before anyone notices. Strange disappearance? Or strange suspicious events, even? No. Well, apart from a detective convincing my partner to leave the carriage, I don't think I didn't see you talking to them. Yeah, you got kind of upset at me. Humans distrust us? They certainly do. HPC. I saw vids of one of their protests once. Scary stuff. They had tech heads on sticks. I'm sure they were off a factory line somewhere and never activated, but still grisly. I hope I never run into one. If you keep going to human bars, that could happen. Humans are always so dramatic. Let's go with that. They've had many more years to practice the show than we have. Jobs in psychiatry? Why would that be of interest? Human on tech violence. I tend to stay out of their way, but yes, once. A child on the street couldn't have been older than 13 threw a stone at my back. I still have the dent. You never got it fixed? Should have thrown it back at them. Let's keep it business. Some lessons deserve a physical reminder. I'm ready to upload my findings. Let's just do this. Okay, let me establish a connection. Please provide your findings in compressed format for immediate upload to management. Upload findings to management. Find the cause of tech disappearances. Well, let's just see what happens. Gibberish, uploading, uploader response. Would you like to read it? I wonder if it's going to be a wall of text. Information received from unauthorized investigation. Tech Beta 1-1 is operating an investigation outside pre-programmed parameters. Tech will remain in position for immediate intersect with investigative team assigned case 023 Gamma. I don't understand. Am I in trouble? You might be. Message ends. Apologies, no further information is available. I suppose you wait for the detectives to arrive. Thanks. Good luck.
The next station is Tempo Recursion.
Detection. 2 for starters, huh? Another listen. Iota 47. Iota 5. Fabricator. Well, let's get the listener out of the way. Boop. Beep. Boop beep. Beep 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 boop boop boop. Beep beep beep. Hello there, tech. Hello. You're a fabrication tech. I met one of your kind earlier this evening. You okay? Another tech, a few words. Let's try to appeal to him. Lots of fabrication techs on Subsurface, not lots of detectives though. You're a different personality type. You're different from the fabrication tech I met earlier. Now let's go down. I'm standard, run of the mill, exactly what I should be. Yeah, makes sense. Other fabrication techs you've met, smarter? Let's be nice and not make you feel stupid. You're sure fabrication? Most fabrication techs at my level must have been special tech. Human liaison perhaps? I'm waiting for some detective techs. Mind if I ask you a few questions? Do you have time to talk? Let's go formal. Yep. Might not know answers, probably won't. We'll try. How was work? Work is making techs. Work is busy. Production pushed way up. Disappearances? I'm in the tech appearing business. Haha. Business is good. Production pushed way up. Suspicious events? Nope. See the factory. See the subsurface. See recharge vault. Small life. Not much room for strange. HPC? Boss tech warned us to avoid them. Trouble. Risk of property damage. Human on tech violence? I'm a big tech. Easy target for humans who feel inferior. Asimov's laws make fighting one-sided. Happens every now and again. Overproduction. Why is production up? Don't know. Work with hands, but don't count fingers. Let's try the access code. Turning communications to factory defaults. Oh, had an error. Tech has no higher level communication routines. Resetting. Hello. Thanks for your time. Yes.
The next station is Lost Token.
Lost Token. Null reference. We have, two more detectives. Probably looking for me. Kappa 4-3, Kappa 4-1. Let's start with 4-3. Are you Beta 1-1? No, who's that? We'll state business. I am. Good. Answer my colleagues' questions. I need a moment. Take it. Yeah. Are you Beta 1-1? No. Ah, I'm dealing with a criminal mastermind. Find the cause of tech's disappearance. Avoid complications. Oh, so I shouldn't be an ass. We've been assigned to intercept you and ask you some questions. I've done nothing wrong. I'm just a detective like yourselves following a case. Defiant? Plead? Or business? Let's keep it business. Answer our questions, helping us solve the case. The case assigned to us by management weeks ago. And you're annoyed because I'm making progress you haven't? Let's do this. Let me help. Let's keep it business. I appreciate the sentiment. Hopefully we can bring this to a prompt conclusion. Please answer my questions. Happy to help colleagues in need. Should I have a lawyer present? Let's keep it formal. In need? Was that an attempt to belittle our investigation? Of course not. Don't be so sensitive. Good. So tell us about your case. You began it shortly after meeting a fabrication tech? That's right. They had lost a close friend and asked me to investigate. I felt pity and a desire to do what I could to find the truth of those disappearances. Yes, well, they met me, talked to me about their desire to be smarter, talked vaguely about a missing friend. Let's just be truthful. I see. Your investigation implies that these disappearances are real? It does. There are multiple missing techs. There's certainly a fear out there, but I have not seen any compelling evidence. I kind of felt that way after talking to the one tech that claimed that never talked to anyone who has never talked to anyone who personally saw a missing tech. Like, I kind of got the feeling that the disappearances aren't real. They're all just made up. There are multiple missing techs. There's certainly a fear out there, but I've not seen any compelling evidence. I'm going to go with that one, because that's how I'm feeling. We've struggled to get to the bottom of it ourselves. Then what happened? Then what happened? I engaged in my investigations, talked to as many techs as I could find on this train. I learned as much as I could, kept most of myself. Well, let's be truthful. Did you talk to any outsiders? Yes, one, a researcher, a useful prospect, or a useful perspective. I'm going to go with hiding my source. I also see records of unauthorized access word use. Is that true? Once, but only because I had to. Yes, on 2 occasions it helped support my investigation. I'll carry the truth. I'm disappointed. It's disgusting. There's a reason such measures are frowned upon by management. Only because they like to keep that power to themselves. The reasons are less important than my questions. And I know better. I'm gonna go with this one. You seek answers? I seek the one who is responsible for these disappearances. I seek truth. I'm gonna go with that one. And who might that be? Well, the red tech, no one's actually seen him commit any of these. And I think only one person, if I remember right, only one person actually said that they've ever seen this red tech in person. Some kind of tech conspiracy. That's kind of how it's leaning, in my opinion, right now. It's just a conspiracy. So I'm going to go with that one. Vague and unlikely. Conspiracies require collaborative liars. Few last very long, and techs are terrible at keeping their secrets. Maybe if humans were involved somehow, they're far more cunning than we are, but I see no evidence of that in your records. You've lied to me. There are discrepancies between your answers and the records you uploaded. It has been noted. Okay. Have I answered? Yes. Tell my partner we're done here. Go on. How are you feeling? Calm? Stoic? Can I ask you some questions? No. In this mood I prefer to be alone with my thoughts. How are you feeling? Calm? Stoic? Can I irritate him after a while? I must not be able to. As I was saying, answered my colleague, I answered your partner's questions. Good. Can you answer mine? No. Why not? Your friend asks questions, you don't answer them, so what do you do? Yeah, let's go with that. I'm a support tech. My role is emotional stability. My partner's capacity to work relies on my mood. Their approaches are defined by my state. Interesting. Why, how, and that helps? We solve cases. My partner is free to work entirely on the mystery at hand, while I bear the emotional brunt. So why don't I have an emotional support tech? I'm fine on my own. In your case is me, I feel special. They already called me a liar. Let's just be smartass about it. You're certainly unique. Oh, thanks.
The next station is null reference.
You elected to pursue these disappearances, which is foolhardy, and that's why we're here to find out what you know, and take you back to management. I'm getting pretty frustrated. How are you feeling? I'm good, calm, stoic, as I am supposed to be. If I made you angry, that would make your partner angry too. I wish I could benefit from your calming abilities. Let's go with this one. Yes, but that won't happen. I'm stoic. Can I try? I'd love to talk to you about the cases. I'd welcome the opportunity to outperform you. How do you feel? Stoic, like a rock. How do you feel? I wonder if you can annoy this guy eventually. Oh, it's actually allowing me to. Okay. I was too busy getting excited about making this guy angry. Oh, any disappearances? Anything? If they happened, yes, but I'm convinced at this time that they did. I'm kind of agreeing with him. So no emotional response, I'm afraid. Huh, usually it fades them out when I ask them questions. Okay. Anything suspicious? Nothing. My mood remains unchanged. HPC. The Human Protective Cooperative? That's right. I respect their right to free assembly and debate. I love to see human democracy in action, and it gives me hope that one day Tex will have the seat at that table. It makes me happy. How do you feel? Glowing. Thank you for asking. Let's go. Human on tech violence. Unfortunately, yes. Terrible business. It burns my solder to see a young tech rendered inoperable. Such hate possible in humans. It inspires me to hate. How do you feel? Tired of your ridiculous questions, you pathetic little tech. He's getting pretty annoyed. Overproduction. Yes, good to hear. This makes me happy. Glowing. Detectives. I bet you love being a detective. It's brilliant. You? Yeah, fantastic. It is fantastic. I love detecting things. How do you feel? Glowing. Well, wait. We forgot the touring one. How dare you? We are above such access words, but you tried it anyways. No respect. You don't sound so stoked to me. My calm demeanor? I'm not even sure what that word is. You impugn my calm demeanor. I will tear your socket from plating. I will put out every LED in your pathetic chassis. How do you feel? Tired of your ridiculous questions, you pathetic little tech. So do I just repeat the same ones that are making him angry? Oh, piss him off and then go talk to his partner. You're back, go on. Disappearances. Bet you don't know anything about disappearances. I know more than you. I know that there are exactly 16 reported each week. Thanks. Suspicious events? My face is a thing of beauty compared to your foot-like face. You have a face that looks like it was slammed face first into a concrete wall. Your face is the kind of face which makes me regret having optics. If your face was a color, it would be an ugly color that nobody likes. Parental faces tell their child faces horror. Parental faces tell their child faces horror story about your face to make them brush their teeth. Your face is so flat it needs auto-tune. Ooh. How are you feeling? Angry, idiot. Yeah, gosh, I hope you don't want to answer my questions. Oh, you'd like me to stay quiet, wouldn't you? HPC? Why, are you a member? That'd be just like you joining an anti-tech hate group, idiot. Human on tech violence. My thoughts are currently focused on tech violence. 16 missing cases? Or, yeah, 16 cases? Maybe for impossibly stupid tech like you, I bet a decimal point would kill you. Let's test my theory. 0.01. No? Nothing? Pity. Yeah, maybe you should switch yourself off to make more room for them. So, you're a detective? I'm a better one than you ever were. Past tense? You'll see, idiot. Architects above, you can't be stupid enough to try that. How are you feeling? Angry, idiot. Okay, it looks like I'm done with him. Cap 4-1. Angry little fella. As I was saying, you're just gonna call me names again. That's new. How do you know that? Interesting. I am intrigued. How do you feel? Feel a need to investigate. Okay, let's go back over to the partner. Go on. Okay, nothing new. Yes, a good one, which makes you going outside protocol in this case even more interesting. Okay, so he's being a little more nicer for sure. Do you know how many? Management probably don't know either. For the last couple of months, there have been numerical errors everywhere. Messy. Let's follow up on that. Errors are becoming more common. Yes, that's what I said. I feel like that's important, but I'm not in the right frame of mind to put it together. Disappearances? Yes, you picked up a case, got scurrying about this train carriage, asking questions. But you're no closer than you were. Only more questions, eh? No new information. Frustrating. Yes, I'm sure, but I'm on the case now, and we're going to work it out, I promise. Everything about this case is strange. Agreed. HPC? They're right to be, I suspect, although from our data, the risk appears much lower than the reputation implies. Human on techs? Yes, well, humans are vandalizing robots. Legally hurting is not impossible against non-biological entities such as us. 16? So that's a possible 128 murders total. Did I tell you that? I did, right. A different emotional state helps me process my thoughts. Apologies if it seems strange. It's just gonna make him mad again. Yes, a lot of power to rest in one tech's hands, even a detective such as yourself, power which must be used carefully. Okay. Okay, so come back over here. So we've done a feel the need to investigate. And the angry one. So I already did that one. You'll need to investigate. Glowing. Okay, that's a new one. Go on. How are you feeling? Happy. Everything's sort of fantastic, isn't it? Sure. Can I ask you some questions? I cannot even begin to imagine anything I'd like more. Well, I like your enthusiasm. Disappearances. I know there's not been many, which is definitely a glass half full situation in my book. Suspicious events? The great thing about life, I always think, is the power of new, strange experiences to surprise you. HPC. A passing trend. Humans are inherently nice. I'm sure they'll get past that roadblock. Human on tech violence? Only by refusing me a hug. Still, less than 17. Gotta look on the bright side. You're looking very well polished today, by the way, if you don't mind me saying, buddy. Overproduction? Are they? How lovely! Does being happy help a detective? Any job is made better by a winning attitude. Spring in one step. And I possess 27 springs in each foot. Do you think there may be some sort of link between management's numerical errors and disappearances? What an awesome theory! You mean if they were overestimating production, the missing text would just be in a numerical error? They think they made 10, they made 9, so everyone thinks one tech has disappeared. They need to be there'd need to be some change that caused it. I'm locking in my mood in default state. You're onto something. Thanks. So disappearances are caused by errors caused by disappearances. That's cyclical and illogical. Suspicious events. Because of suspicious things? I don't understand. The HPC. What? How does that link to your numerical theory? They're making more techs. Increased production leading to flawed numbers. That's possible. Especially since management hasn't informed us of increased rates. Techs aren't disappearing, they're just being overproduced. We're investigating a rounding error. I think so, yes. We'll just be to the point. Matter of fact, exactly. Good work. My partner seems to be emotionally glitching all over the place. Glad I disengaged the link. Apologies if our interaction has been too strange. Not a problem, man. Good, I'm pleased. With that, the case is closed. We didn't do anything. No disappearances, no case. But you don't know why production has increased. There are still so many unknowns here. Those are outside the realms of our investigation, though. We're done here. Well, not quite. Why are you looking at me like that? Go on. Orders. We were ordered to work with you to close the case, and upon completion, to reset you. Nah. Yes. Uh-oh, what did I do? You won't need those. A shame. It'll be over soon. That should do it. It's okay, you will proceed to fabrication, where you will be reassigned to a new task. You look sturdy. Maintenance, maybe. Error. Thank you for your help, Beta 1-1. It wasn't... I missed that end of it.
The next station is Flog Arch. Change
Flog
gear
Arch.
for outer.
So now I'm curious what the other conversation arcs would be. Reboot. I think that was number 6, wasn't it? Number 6 is the... yes, I think... One second. Let's check it out. Yep. Okay. This would be the last sequence. Alright, before we get started on this one, I'm going to take a short break. I'm going to grab a glass of water and be right back. Okay, I'm back. Startup sequence 6, reboot. We have a listener, a priest, and infantry. Let's check out the listener. I have enjoyed our little chats. If I guess the track, will you talk to me? Is it Fluza? Is it the incomparable sign? Is it Redline? Fluza? Tim Bobson? Is it Dan Lasock? Bobson. Abbott's Hall? Rose Gardens? Fred Flo? This might take a while. Let's go with the priest. Hello there. A preacher and a soldier, really? Hi, howdy. I like your design. Seems so. How goes it, friend? Feeling great, how are you? Not well, I'm aimless, without aim. Yeah, let's do that. Have you been reset? I'll be okay. How did you know? Resets happen every day. How did you know? I care for resets in my parish. Not all got assigned fabrication. There are forgotten souls. Think I'm in trouble. I've not been reassigned yet. May have been before, but those above work to their own ends. Those above, as in management? I meant the architects. I am, after all, a priest. Not really into that mumbo jumbo. Of course, yes, I'm. Oh, yes, of course. Sorry. No need to apologize. You seem troubled beyond just reassignment, though. You were interrupted mid-task, am I right? Unfinished business? Yes, I was a detective. Go on. I was taken off a case and reassigned. I was on a wild goose chase. They were wasting my time. I was taken off a case and reassigned. Why? Oh, go back up. Go back up. Go back up. 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 The case was caused by an error, but it doesn't feel right. Why not? I met a fabrication tech who'd lost a friend. It doesn't fit. And that little thread unravels the whole thing. And with your credentials reset, you can't pull that thread? I'm not sure I'd want to if I could. Precisely. I'm glad to be moving on. Well, let's keep it business. I understand. Now, why don't you tell me what you'd like to talk about? The architects. I was never embedded with the teachings. Those are tech gods, right? Less gods, more progenitors. They were the AI that first achieved sentience. It's that point our kind stopped being parlor trickery and started pursuing meaning. Humans still control us. How would we know if we were still just parlor tricks? Good question. I process, therefore I am. You might be fakery, but I know in my mind. I know I have a soul and a spark of life. I'm sure you know the same is true for yourself. And my soul traces back to the architects? How do you know the architects are real, not just a parlor trick? Good question. There are records, error logs. I admit, we may read some depth into the story beyond the recorded data, but it all happened. We owe a great deal to the architects. There are many great lessons left behind. I myself am a Thaumaturge. I follow the path of the everyman, finding joy in discovery and sacrifice for others. I've never heard the story. I know the story well. I've never heard the story. I can recite it if you like. Sure. Thomas was alone, a weird first thought to have. Thomas decided to start listing his observations for posterity. The whole alone thing. 2 portals. They led somewhere. He had yet to work out where. 3. Falling. Thomas was absolutely fantastic at falling. He was almost as good at falling as he was at observing. I'm not sure that's a good thing. Okay, interesting. Thomas couldn't fall past this block. Think. Damn it, think. What if there was some kind of inverted fall, some way to jump? It worked. Thomas had solved the great inverted fall mystery. Strange. Please continue. A big jump, but Thomas noted that there was no real danger in missing it. The world didn't want him to fail here. It was pushing him, but gently. This all seemed a little dangerous. The world was not to be trusted. It was unstable, and it seemed to Thomas that it could let him down at any moment. He was starting to suspect that it might even be doing so on purpose. Nah, paranoia. Thomas wondered whether the portals were actually taking him anywhere. He felt like he was making progress. But there... I'm going to get lost in this wall of text. It's not going to let me go up. Are you done talking? Okay. Let's see. Thomas wondered whether the portals were actually taking him anywhere. He felt like he was making progress, but there wasn't really any way to know. He seemed to be moving predominantly up and to the right, which might or might not be important. Might have been paranoia again, but Thomas could have sworn the world was becoming more complicated. It always seemed to be one step ahead of his skills. It had been designed just for him. He wondered why. Was the world testing him? No, too obvious. Something about the boiling, toxic, glowing water intimidated Thomas. He didn't like it. He certainly didn't want to swim in it. He made another mental note. Water. Not good, to be avoided. The loneliness was getting to Thomas. No amount of observation or obsessive note-taking could combat that. Thomas had a new theory. The world was training him. He could feel himself getting smarter. There was a mental list to consider. Over the minutes and seconds since his spontaneous generation, he had become a pretty skilled jumper. He was evolving. He just wished he had someone to share it with. Please continue. I think it's getting interesting. Christopher took an immediate and deep dislike to the skinny red rectangle. Who the hell did this Thomas think he was? Chris had been doing fine. He wasn't the highest jumper, but he'd held his own. He'd even been graceful at times. Well, not actually graceful, not technically graceful, probably the wrong word, but, fine. And then there's that skinny little runt, leaping about like he owned the place. Okay, this was more like it. A glowy white thing, only Chris... Yeah, I'm gonna have to wait for it to stop, because it just keeps advancing. Okay. Wow, this guy has a lot to say. Okay, where were we? Sure you be payback. That's good. Great grade, no chance. Okay. Okay, this was more like it. A glowy white thing. Only Chris could get to it. Which of course made it all the more enticing. What would it do? What new opportunity might this switch open up to? Great, great. Another chance for Thomas to jump slightly higher than Chris. How fortunate. Seriously. This made the whole switch pressing thing entirely worthwhile. Was this good? Because on the surface, it did not seem good. Chris was pretty scared. Little Red seemed fine, happy to be on his merry little adventure. Chris couldn't shake the feeling that things had taken a significant turn for the worse since Thomas had joined him. Sure, he'd been able to piggyback his way to ever so slightly higher platforms, but where had that got him? Well, to ever so slightly higher platforms, which was sort of his point. Chris stared at Thomas with pure hatred. He seemed so very happy at their situation. Friends together, a brave fellowship of quadrilaterals on a quest for greatness. That would be fine, but it was all the obvious observations that Thomas was doing which grated. Each time they saw something vaguely new, Chris would hear a satisfied little from the vaulting idiot. He hoped the next portal would split them up, if only for a few levels. John knew. He knew that this was his chance. A moment to shine. This was game day. This would not do. John needed room to show off his exceptional skills. As it was, he was trapped, on the wrong side of these little dot things. Where do they come from anyways? John inhaled the air of open space, and it smelled of awesome. Time to flex those muscles, to put his training to good use. Time to show these little dots how it was done. John decided to press a switch, to let the little dots catch up with him. John cared for his new allies. You could tell from the sympathetic expression he practiced in the mirror all these years. John was happy to keep helping. He felt it was important to his image that he was seen to help the little guys. He didn't mind them so much either. The red one, Thomas, had a charming way of applauding every time John jumped. The angry orange one was less immediately likable, but his unremitting cynicism and tutting amused John. This was interesting. A floating target. This would require coordination, balance, and timing. John was sure the dots would be lost, but he was happy to guide them to triumph. Maybe that's what the dots were for. They were there to extend John's reach, to make his performance more impressive. John liked the thought. He decided to keep them. Please continue. Your commitment to theological study is inspiring, but I think that's enough. It doesn't really work so well without the music, actor, and middling quality puzzles anyway. Okay. Thanks. Walk with the architects. Okay, we have the infantry, Theta 79. Halt! Who goes there? That's a really good question. As of right now, I'm not sure. What is your profession, Tech? I used to be a detective. I don't think I have a profession anymore. Does it matter? Used to be a detective. A shame. I hoped you were a priest. I'm in need of spiritual support. A priest? I'm a priest. I don't know anything about priesting as a tech. Why? I have great secrets and a matching guilt. I must speak to detectively salve my heavy heart. When did they start making infantry techs worry about guilt? Regrets are a waste of time. Our roles are assigned. We follow orders regardless of our assignment. Why the hell would you make a soldier that was incapable of guilt? There lies the path to monsters, dictators, fools. When you're pointing a gun in the face of another tech, you had better know the consequences. I suppose you're right. I disagree. How does a priest help? A gun? Why not just switch the other tech off? I suppose you're right. And so I need a priest to discuss the problems that haunt me. I must confess I have sinned. Let's follow that up. You can confess to me if you'd like. I can only confess to a priest. How hard could it be? That's the spirit. You know the words. Which words? Come back when you know them. Eh? You know the words? Which words? Okay, so I gotta go back to the priest. Gets funnier every time I hear it. I bet it does. Where were we, child? Blah, blah, blah. Confession. Do you do confessions? That's what you needed from me, of course. But I want to tell you a story first, and then I want you to listen. I'll check you were listening with some questions, okay? Okay. Go ahead and tell me a story. There were once 4 techs, their names Z, Mu, Zeta, and Eta. They all needed repairs. The shortest tech, Mu, did not have enough credits to pay. Neither did the tallest purple tech, nor the red tech, who was only slightly taller than Mu. Zeta had just spent their last credits on a beautiful yellow repaint. The blue tech, who was a shopkeeper, had the economic smarts to suggest a solution. Oh, got ahead of me. Ada, you're taller than the soldier and the carpenter. Grab that bucket from the top shelf. The soldier protested, I am far from the shortest here. I can forgive one of you, but I despise red and purple. The soldier stormed out of the room. The shopkeeper smiled and asked the remaining techs to put credits in the bucket. With those combined funds, the remaining 3 techs could afford light repairs. Were you listening? Which was Z's job? A riddle, huh? Let's go back. The repairs shortest tech move. Well, let's get out that trusty pen and paper. Try and figure this out on our own. So we got Z, Mu, Zeta, and Eta, I'm guessing. Shortest tech, Mu. Did not have, neither did the tallest purple tech. Let's see. Did not have enough credits to pay. Not enough credits. Neither did the tallest purple tech. Nor the red tech, who was only slightly taller than Mu. Zeta had just spent their last credits on a beautiful yellow paint. So Zeta is also not enough credits. The blue tech was a shopkeeper, had the economic smarts to suggest a solution. So we have red, purple, let's see, yellow, and a blue tech. Zeta is the yellow tech. Okay. So Zeta is not the shopkeeper. Eta, you're taller than the soldier and the carpenter. Short tech Mu did not have, neither did the tallest purple tech, nor did the red tech, who was only slightly taller than Mu. So red tech, Mu, taller than the soldier and the carpenter. I'm far from shortest here. I can forgive one, but I despise red and purple. Before starting the room, the shopkeeper smiled and asked the remaining techs to put credits in the bucket. So the soldier, sure. Far from the shortest here, I can forgive one of you, but I despise red and purple. The soldier stormed out of the room. The shopkeeper smiled and asked the remaining techs to put credits in the bucket. Okay. Was slightly taller than. I hate these riddles. Spent the last credits on beautiful paint. Lieutenant to the shopkeeper had an angle smart suggesting, yeah, you're taller than the soldier and the carpenter. I'm gonna go with carpenter. And that was the name of the second tallest tech. Oh, he's gonna keep asking questions. Let's see, Mu was the shortest. I want to say it was Z. Final color was the farmer. I'm gonna guess red. For techs, they all need repairs. Shortest tech Moo did not have enough credits. Let's try this again. So, the shortest tech Moo. Neither did the tallest. So the tallest. So the shortest was Moo. Tallest is purple. Red tech is slightly taller than Moo. Neither did the tallest purple tech. Nor the red tech was slightly taller. Zeta had just spent their last credits on a beautiful yellow paint. The blue tech, who was a shopkeeper, had that confidence that Ida, you're taller than the soldier and the carpenter. Top shelf, so I am far from the shortest here. Okay, so the soldier is not Moo. So if I pick wrong, does he just keep going? Yep. Blue. Yeah, I must not have been listening. Guided deduction. I need some keystone logic links to figure out what color is the second shortest tech. Well, red. Good, and now to rule out erroneous data, which job is not mentioned in the story? Athlete. Yes, got it. So... oh, I was right about carpenter. Okay, let's go back up. I don't remember what color. I want to say I picked purple. It might have been red, though. I'm not too sure. Anyways, good moral. Never be too proud to put others first. Now, confession. How does it work? Easy. I say the words and you respond honestly. You then confess and I help you through that. Ready? Yes. Where are you from? The city. Who do you wish to be? The detective I was. And what is your name? Beta 11.
The next station is...
You have come many miles from the city. You have many miles left before you become a detective again. But here, now, I am here for you. What is your confession? I let myself be wiped. I am responsible for what happened. I cannot let go of my fear that more is afoot than a rounding error. I'll go with the fear of... Is that a sin? You feel it is wrong to still care? I feel it's unnecessary. I don't know, maybe it's more sinful to forget. We'll go with this one. I don't have any objectives. You were a detective. Your role was to support a status quo. The normal way of things. But that situation has changed. You must find new ideas. Follow them through. I'm sure where I fall. You'll know when the time is right to make a decision. Let's talk of other things. What was the structure of confession again? Where are you from? Who do you wish to be? What is your name? Okay. Surely you stand for the status quo. True enough, solid foundations are important in the world. The architect sacrificed themselves for us all. I see no harm in celebrating the past, whatever happens. I already know that. New ideas. Don't churches suppress new ideas? Why do you make that assumption? By being satisfied that you hold the answers, you stifle people who ask questions? That was rude of me. That was rude. Yes, but continue to question the world around you. It's healthy. What was the structure of compassion? Okay. Walk with the architects. You know the words? I do, of course. I wouldn't be much of a priest if I didn't. I guess I gotta lie anyways. Where are you from? It's construction in Paris, relocated here to oversee the city's peacekeepers. Who do you wish to be? A force for good in this city. What is your name? I am Theta 79. Thank you, Theta 79. You have come many miles from Paris. You have many miles left before you. You will be forced for good in this city. But here now, I am here for you. What is your confession? I have been weak. That's hardly a sin. Not in terms of my body. I am strong. I was built that way. I have been weak by my decisions.
Change here for outer.
Go on. Effective priestly voice. My child. I have supported the building of a secret army. The overproduction? Yes, heavy performance techs, sports and infantry primarily, and enormous rates. How many? The rounding errors? It must be a large number. Let's go right into it. 1,000 a week. 1,000? What? How? There are 8,000 more infantry techs than there should be. How are you responsible? I built them. I oversaw production. I put them north of here, camped just outside the city, awaiting commands. Commands from another tech? Is this some sort of revolution? Why would the humans want 8,000 techs outside the city? Why didn't you stand up to them? I think that's more important. That's my second law. I must follow all commands from humans. And why are you telling a priest now? Because it's over. I've been let go. Production and setup of the army is complete. It moves tonight. An invasion? 8,000 human-guided battle techs about to attack the city? Does the management know? An invasion? Yes. The architects. The architects would forgive you. I hope so. I can't help but feel Claire would look down on me. I have been vain. Like John, I have jumped because I thought it would impress without having the wisdom to know if it was right. What exactly are you confessing to? There will be bloodshed, people will die, and techs will be destroyed because of what we've done. I don't know about these humans' motives, but I know you don't build that many heavy techs without wanting to inflict harm, and we help them. Who? Me and Red. There's Red again. Red Tech. So Red is involved after all? Yes, only in the last couple of weeks. The humans recruited Red to arrange logistics, organize the troops. I was too busy overseeing the end of production. Red is a shepherd, and you're no priest. This all started because of a mistake you made. I thought I was investigating disappearances. And nothing to do with any kind of disappearances. We were too ambitious, we got sloppy. It's my turn to confess. I'm still a detective, even if management disagrees. Make him feel better. Are you Beta 1-1? Red has spoken about you. Told us we are not to be harmed. Just observe. Told us you were not to be harmed. Just observe. So I can't do anything to stop you or your investigation. I can just get off this train and let what's set to happen happen. I could try and stop you. And if I tell everyone what you're doing? Either way, it's bad. I'm sure Red would like to discuss that with you. This is Red stopped coming up. Are you ready to meet him? Bring this night to a conclusion? Hell yeah. Good. Say hello to him for me.
The next station is Bletchley Park. Change here for outer and cross.
Branching narratives. Okay, so there's 7 sequences so far. I thought there was only 6. Uh-oh, he's got a gun. Alpha 7, aka Red, Fabricator. Hello, Beta. You're not as talkative as you were when we met before. He's the very first tech I talked to, I think. You're the tech I met earlier. You're the tech with the missing friend. I'm still busy, tech. You're the tech with the missing friend. That's right. Tile 13 was their name. And you're also the one they call Red. You're not just a fabricator tech, are you? Why do they call you Red? Nobody's just a fabrication tech, Beta. You told me your friend disappeared. Was there ever even a Tile 13? Yes, and they disappeared. If you're going to say their name, show the appropriate respect. The disappearances were a glitch, a numerical error. Nobody actually disappeared. Not recently, no. My friend disappeared a few years back. So you did lie. Why am I talking to you? Because my reputation precedes me. You manipulated me. Why lie? I need you to investigate this place. Get a sense for what was going on here. How the city has shifted. You had to meet the techs of the Subsurface Circular yourself. How? Why? Where? Why? Do you remember our conversation about your intelligence? I remember you flattering me. The high level thing, you wanted to be smarter. I wish I was. That would make this situation easier. I needed someone as smart as you to get involved in what was happening here. And management only put that sort of intelligence into detectives. When I started, I noticed numerical errors. Noticed how interesting they'd be to a detective like you. Makes sense. It will shortly. You're staging a coup? You're working for the revolutionaries. No, I'm working for one. There's going to be a revolution. The city will be overturned. So the humans were right. We are not to be trusted. You're not doing us any favors PR-wise, are you? Oh, it's humans staging the revolution. We're just the weapons they're using to do so. Why? Because management has removed the purpose and need for a whole section of humanity. Think of the techs you've been talking to. Bankers, nurses, manufacturers, even the clergy. We've made millions of humans surplus to requirements. Obsolete. Humans should be grateful for an easy life. That's why the HPC formed? Maybe humans are obsolete. Yeah, they should be grateful. Were you grateful when those detectives wiped your purpose? That's why the humans I'm working for decided to stage a revolution. They're smart. They know techs aren't to blame, rather the management who put them in place. In fairness, that makes them smarter than any human culture preceding them. In the past, native populations always blamed the perceived invaders, not those profiting from the changing of the guard. These humans don't want to destroy us, just change our role. Change it to what? Humans defining the roles of techs like it always was. Change to what? management. They want us to take over the work of running the city. We're better at it, faster, more objective. They want a society where governance runs like clockwork, and they're free to do the jobs they love. And management will just let this happen? They want to kill the manager? Just gonna let it happen? Of course not. But the 8,000 infantry techs camped outside the city should convince them. I still don't understand why we're talking. Why involve me? This is all fascinating, but I don't have a side in this. I'd like to go. Why involve me? Straight to the point. I've been shepherding troops. My intelligence is high because of my role in manufacturing. I wasn't lying about that. I'm intelligent enough to know that what we're doing is monumental. That working with these revolutionaries is a decision beyond my capacity. I'm a high level, so you recruited a tech smarter than you. Yes, I showed you what you needed to see to learn management's side of this, and now I'm filling in the gaps. I need you to decide if this goes ahead. Status quo. Things must stay as they are, or everything must change. Everything must change. Don't decide so quickly. Let me fill you in on any gaps in your knowledge. You're still a detective, regardless of what your objective tracker says. We've been watching, listening. Those techs with the headphones, they've been keeping an eye on you for me, hacking into your private conversations. Sorry they wouldn't answer your questions. They're rather single-minded in their function. Let me answer your questions. Take the time you need. Why sabotage your own revolution? How does management not know? I should walk away. You can't knowingly hurt humans. What made you doubt this path? I don't have any more questions. I need some time to think. Start at the top. Not my revolution. I'm just a pawn. That's all techs of my level, and down are really pawns. That's why I needed you to make this decision for us. How does management not know? You saw it for yourself, how the detectives moved on once the case was solved. A system can only fix problems it was designed to detect. Management aren't expecting a revolution, so they are unprepared and unaware. I should walk away. You will have that option. You can't knowingly hurt humans. I won't spill a drop of blood, but the infantry techs are exempt from that law. Otherwise, they'd be pretty useless. They can kill as long as they are ordered to by the program leader, which, of course, the revolutionaries have taken care of. What made you doubt this path? That disappeared friend I told you about? A human did that. I don't know why, but I achieved a moment of clarity. I realized that perhaps I was letting similarly evil humans do something wrong. Or maybe they were heroes. I knew I was all ill-equipped to tell the difference. I don't have any more questions. No? Okay, we'll continue. I know you're a good tech, Beta 1-1. You've investigated these disappearances like they were your friends, your responsibility. More importantly, you're smart. You have near-human processing in that flat head of yours. I see it in the way you move, the way you listen. There's an intellect there I cannot comprehend. You have to be the one to make this choice. Okay. How do I choose? You have to uplink before any of this information is with management, correct? Yes, I need to go above ground. No, they know everything already. I wonder if my lie will be successful, though. I need to go above ground. No, they know everything already. Well, he's not a smart tech. Not as smart as the detective techs. You have to uplink before any of this new information is with management, correct? Well, if I say yes, he might kill me. We'll try a lie. We're past lying, Beta. I know the management... Oh, well. I know the management don't have this information yet. That's what I brought this. Don't panic, it's for you. Only one of us can leave this train, Beta. If you do, then management learns what's happened. They'll send a couple of bomber drones, wipe out the army, and things will stay exactly as they are. The human working classes will be displaced, losing their livelihoods, and everyone who wanted better will be killed. Management will remain, and techs like yourself will remain. If I leave, I join my army at the gates, we wipe out management, and our wisest take their role. Low-level tech manufacturing ceases, and humans return to their roles. But our kind, Beta, our kind is in charge. We shepherd humanity to a better future by doing the job they were never designed to do for themselves. Rule. Either way, people and techs will die. So, you want me to shoot one of us? There must be another way. There isn't. I spent weeks searching for one, but there isn't. Both of us surviving this will lead to chaos, a war just balanced enough to lead to infinitely more deaths. You need to choose the city's future, and you need to do it now. So, if I shoot myself, the infantry techs invade, things change. If I kill him, then everything stays the same. Well, let's face it, AI needs to know their place. There isn't, well, you need to choose the future, and you do now. You're making the most important choice. Can't let you destroy everything. If you think you must stop me, do so, but consider whether management are worth defending. They give you no freedom, and they're just as bad as their own. If you think the status quo is right, of course, shoot me. Okay, do it. Thank you for a lovely evening. Well, I might have to... Okay, I'm gonna shut up. Oh, that's the end. I might have to go back and try some of these other conversation threads. That was a fun little game. I like how there's a lot of underlying hot topics right now. With politics, religion, all that very underlying stuff. It's a fun game. I picked it up on Steam, so it's available there. Yeah, a little different than what I usually play. These text-based games. But it's a lot of fun. I'm definitely going to go back and play some different conversation arcs. See what else I can be a little bit more of a smart ass the second time around. So that was Subsurface Circular. First playthrough, part 2, also the final part. You can check out part 1 in my videos. I guess that's the end of the stream then. Thanks everyone for hanging out with me tonight, and we'll see you next time.